So my name is Danny, and I am your product and retail coordinator. And I am joined by Shayla, the director of product retail, and we are here tonight to talk everything digital cookie. So let's get started. So today we're going to talk about the digital cookie overview, 4 steps to getting started, using digital cookie, the customer experience, and then the digital cookie help center. So what is digital cookie? So in general, Digital Cookie is a unified online selling platform. It has easy to use tools and provides multiple ways for Girl Scouts to enhance their entrepreneurial skills. E-commerce has grown over the years, and the platform gives Girl Scouts the opportunity to supercharge their cookie business. Now that we know what Digital Cookie is, let's see who all could use Digital Cookie. So Digital Cookie is primarily used by Girl Scouts and caregivers. Girl Scouts create their site and send marketing emails to customers. They can manage their online sales, their inventory, and finances with their caregiver. Girl Scouts can take orders and track purchases from customers. Our Troop product managers, also known as our Troop Cookie managers, they use Digital Cookie to support the Girl Scouts and their families with visibility into their online activities. They also use it to set up and manage the Troop site and online sales. So let's talk about the Girl Scout and the caregiver experience using Digital Cookie. So caregivers can help Girl Scouts set up Digital Cookie in just 4 easy steps. We will cover these steps in more detail as we get along in the training. All right, so by now everyone should have received a registration email for Digital Cookie. And if you have not, no worry, we will be posting tip sheets throughout this whole training on everything we talk about in this training. So we will post a tip sheet of a no registration email. So you want to watch for your email from Girl Scout Cookies at email@email.girlscouts.org with the subject, "It's time to register your Girl Scout for Digital Cookie." If you don't see it, make sure you search your promotions, clutter, and spam folders. The email will be sent to the primary email on file in your MyGS account, so please make sure that is up to date. If you did not receive the registration email, we ask that you use this helpful tip sheet for additional steps to resend or look up to see which email is on file for your Girl Scout. If you need to change your email or want to verify your email that you use, please reach out to our customer care team and they can verify which email is listed in your MyGS account. Once you find the email, open it and click the Register Now button. You will be taken to the Digital Cookie site to create a password for this year and log in to Digital Cookie. When you first log in, you will need to watch a safety video, so make sure your Girl Scout is with you and available to watch it. There will also be a continue button at the end. You can't proceed any further until the full video has been viewed. Next, you will read and accept the Terms and Conditions Agreement. There will be a Girl Scout safety pledge that will appear. Be sure to read it with your Girl Scout and check the box for accept and click continue. Once you have accepted the terms and pledge, you will then be taken to the screen to activate your Girl Scout for Digital Cookie program and update their preferred name if desired. If your Girl Scout that you are registering and activating is 13 and older, you do have an option to enter an email address for them. This Girl Scout will be then able to set up their site and monitor their digital cookie sale. Please note the email address for the Girl Scout 13 and older must be unique and not already used in Digital Cookie. So if you have a 13-year-old, you cannot use your email for them. They would have to have their own separate email. Girl Scouts under 13 will log in partnership with their caregiver and do not need a separate email address. After activating for your Girl Scouts, if you have multiple, you will then click Access Site button to be taken to the first Girl Scouts homepage. Once you have registered, watch your inbox for a registration confirmation email and save this email where you can find it during cookie season. Do we have any questions so far? All right. So once you log into Digital Cookie, you will arrive to this homepage. You have 7 different sections in this homepage that will help support your Girl Scouts digital cookie sales. The first is a message from council. It will be a note of encouragement from us as they get ready for the sale. Then is a My Sales goal. You'll see your Girl Scouts progress toward the goal and see how many cookies the Troop Cookie product manager has assigned to your Girl Scout. You'll see donated and in-hand orders appear right away. Ship orders will only appear in the graph when the order ships. So if the order is still processing, the update will not update until the order has physically shipped. This can take a few days. Orders do not ship on weekends or holidays. In-person delivery orders will appear once the order is approved. Girl Scouts can definitely add offline sales under the site setup page so customers can see a true representation of sales. The third bubble is the My Cookie site. First, you'll see a button to set up the Girl Scouts cookie site. Once this is set up, you'll have easy access to a link and a QR code to share with customers. Pending orders. This is the section where you'll be notified if there's any orders that need to be approved or reminding of orders to be marked delivered. We will talk more about approving orders, but just a heads up, a Girl Scout and caregiver will have 5 days to approve the order before it is canceled. You will have a Cheers, where you will help find a quick access button to take you to the Cheers page, where your Girl Scout can send a cheer to another Girl Scout in her troop, or see cheers that have been sent to her by other Girl Scouts, volunteers, and customers. And then our final section, pins and badges. This section will let you know when your Girl Scout has completed a cookie pin or badge. Once completed the steps on the badge page, the completed pin or badge will show in color. All right, and then the last section is at the bottom of the homepage and is the online sales and marketing section. This is where you can monitor your Girl Scouts cookie business by viewing total sales as well as a breakdown of sales by cookies and delivery options. You can also see how many marketing emails have been sent to the customers. So before we get into setting up your Girl Scout site, do we have any questions?
We do actually. Kathleen would like to know why we have to approve orders.
So you want to approve orders because when you send out your Girl Scout cookie link to, let's say you make a page on your personal Facebook page and then one of your friends shared, you just want to know for girl delivered orders, that's the only ones you're approving. You want to make sure you know this family or friend that your Girl Scout is actually going to deliver these cookies. This is strictly for safety and to make sure your girls are safe this cookie season. Now, ship orders, you do not have to approve, just girl delivered orders.
All right, great. Thank you.
Okay. So let's talk about setting up your Girl Scout site. To set up the Girl Scout cookie site, you want to click on the site setup link in the menu bar at the top. There's also a set up your site button on the home page in the My Cookie Site section. There are 4 sections on the site setup page: the goal setting to set a target sale, My Cookie story, photo and video upload, and then preview and publish your site. So, in the goal setting, set my target sales. Girl Scouts will enter how many packages of cookies they are working to sell this year through online and offline sales. When the information is entered, the calculator will show how much money the troop will get for all this hard work with her troop proceeds. Clicking on rewards will take the Girl Scout to the rewards page to see what rewards the Girl Scout might want to work towards. If the council We are using this function this year, so when you go into Digital Cookie on the My Rewards, and we will dive deeper into that, you can see which prize she will receive as she grows in her goal. Girl Scouts can also enter offline packages that they have sold to customers to see their total sales, not just digital sales. So when you use the order card or doing walkabouts. In the My Cookie story, Girl Scouts will tell customers about a troop goal and why it's important to them. They will share what they've learned from the cookie program and save their story. You can make edits to this story at any time during the season. You would just have to republish the site every time you make an edit. In the photo and video upload, Girl Scouts can choose to upload a photo or use a picture from the gallery. Girl Scouts can upload a video or use a new GSUSA video. Note that we have a Cookie Boss video that girls could use. Bonus, Girl Scouts can get tips on how to make a great video. Did you know Girl Scouts who upload a photo or video of themselves sold more than double the boxes on average than those who didn't?
Danny, I have a couple questions.
Yes.
Um, so for digital cookie, the options are for the Girl Scout to home deliver, and there's a shipping option as well.
Yes.
Before you answer that, we have someone that's say maybe just slow down just a little so they can follow the slide, and you as well.
Okay.
I think at double time and it's a little harder.
All right. And then, yes, so there is a girl deliver option. You could deliver it to the customer's home. There is a customer in hand that's used at booths, or if you have your cookies and you're doing like a walkabout going in your neighborhood, there is an in hand function, and we'll discuss that more in the training. And then there is a shipped option for family and friends that want to support but doesn't live close by you.
Great. That's it so
Perfect.
far.
All right, so let's talk about approving and publishing the page. So once a Girl Scout has entered all the site details, they will click See Your Site and Publish button. They will see what the customer sees. There are a few things you should check prior. So check for spelling and grammar, of the story. Make sure the photo and video are displaying correctly. Are her goals accurate? If you need to change anything, hit edit at any time to make any changes. And then if it looks good, approve and publish. You can approve and publish the site now. It will not physically go live to customers to view until January 2nd when sales begin. Girl Scouts 13 and older who set up their site on their own will also see your site and then submit for approval. They can see the site and edit to make any changes, and once they submit it to approval, caregivers will receive a notification to then go in, make sure it looks good, and then approve it for that girl. All right, so at the top of your page, there's different tabs and badges. So we're going to talk about each tab in more detail. Before I do that, do we have any questions? All right, so let's talk about cookie badges. So the badges page displays the cookie entrepreneur family pins and the cookie business badges appropriate for your Girl Scouts level. If you see a level that is incorrect with your Girl Scouts accurate level, please reach out to customer care so we can make sure your Girl Scout is listed in her correct grade and level. For badges, Girl Scouts can read an overview of the steps. For full details, check with your troop leader to purchase the badges from your local council store. For the Cookie Entrepreneur Family Pins, Girl Scouts can click the instructions for each step. The instructions are listed for each step as they pop up. Girl Scouts can click the link to complete any activities in Digital Cookie, and once completed, the Girl Scouts will click the box next and mark each step as complete. When the box for the last step in earning the pin is checked, a pop-up message will appear asking you to confirm that your Girl Scout has completed the last step. Girl Scouts can mark their steps as completed even if they finish the badge earlier than the end of season. If they want to do the steps again, they are more than welcome to. They are all great tools for their cookie sale. When all the steps are completed, a star will appear at the end of the progress bar and your Girl Scout will get a message of congratulating her. Once the Girl Scout has completed the badge or pin, it will display in her homepage. So let's talk about the different learning aspects we offer in Digital Cookie. The learning page has different activities, videos, and printables offering by your Girl Scout level that she could use this season. Feel free to take some time with your Girl Scout to go through each video and how she can incorporate these different videos in her current sale this season. So, our customers tab. The customers page is where Girl Scouts can add customer information to their list and send marketing emails. Girl Scouts can add customers individually by clicking the Add Customer button or import customers under the More button. At the end of the cookie season, don't forget to export the customer list from the More button also. And I know it was a question asked of will your customer list roll over from last season? As long as you save that customer's contact information to your customer list, it will roll over to this season. After the customer is added, Girl Scouts can send marketing emails. To send a marketing email, first check the box next to the customer's name, or if this is the first time, check Select All. Then send the marketing email button will be available. Remember, Girl Scouts can only send emails once the council sales have begun. So emails will be enabled to be sent starting January 2nd. After clicking Send Marketing Email, a pop-up box will appear with 3 different emails to choose from. Open for business, still time, or order cookies, and thanks for your support. If you do not see the open for business, that is because your council has a shipping promotion going on, that another email will take this place. So at the beginning of sales, that open for business will populate that you can send that to your full customer list. This is how the customer's information will pull up. Girl Scouts can also view and edit their customer's information from the customer's page by clicking the customer's name. From there, they can delete, edit, or add another customer. They can also see if the customer has placed an order. So before we talk about orders, any questions?
We do have a couple questions. Will the leader be notified if a scout completes the badge or pin requirements on digital cookie? Do they get a notification?
The leader doesn't, but the caregiver does, and you can show that to your troop leader.
And then do the online orders that will be shipped need to be included on initial order?
No. So all shipped orders will come directly from the baker to the customer's home. So you only want to account initial order of girl delivered orders and orders you're going to want for your cookie booths and anything you want inventory in hand.
All right. And the last question, can we edit the emails?
For the customer or your email?
I'm going to say for the customer, and Susan, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, for the customer, once you click the customer's name, there is an edit customer contact, and you can edit their email to the new email they want to update. For your personal email, just reach out to customer care and we'll get that email updated. Will take 24 to 48 hours for it to sync to digital cookie.
All right, great. Oh, one more. Hold on one. Oh no, that's a thank you. Oh, Anna, no, edit the actual text in the actual email we send. So can they edit the text that's in there?
No, you can't edit the text. It's just a generic email that GSUSA has uploaded for all the digital cookie users.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Welcome. So let's talk about orders. So the top of the order page is a list of any in-person delivery orders that need to be approved. In this section, you will see a brief overview of the order. Orders must be approved or declined within 5 days, or the order will automatically decline and revert to the customer's second option to either cancel or donate. The order cannot be changed. The customer will have to place another order. So if you don't approve it in those 5 days, and let's say the customer has decided to donate the order, it will revert to that. And if a customer wants to place another, still have their cookies delivered to them, they do have to place a new order. If you are unable or unwilling to fulfill the order, just click decline order and the order will default to whatever the second option the customer has selected, either cancel or donate. If the order has not been approved by midnight, you will receive an email from email@email.girlscouts.org with the subject action required. You have an in-person delivery request. So when we get further into training, we're going to talk about the app. I highly recommend to download the app because you will get like pop-up notifications when you have an order to approve. That could be very helpful if you don't check your email every day. There are multiple ways to approve and decline orders for delivery. The first way to approve orders is to approve in bulk. You can do this by checking the boxes in front of the order you want to approve or decline and then click Approve Order or Decline Order. A pop-up message will appear asking you to confirm the action you have selected. Once you approved or declined it, you cannot change it. It's done and you can't revert it to your choice. So if you do decline it when you meant to approve it, it's going to decline and the customer will have to place a new order. The second way to approve orders is individually. You want to click the customer's name to bring up the order and click approve or decline. This is a great way to see what cookies the customer is looking for. Make sure you have the fulfillment inventory to fulfill this. If you decline an order, you will get a pop-up message confirming you want to decline the order and understand if the order is going to either be canceled or donated. After approving an order, the order will pop down to the next section, orders to deliver. Once the order has been delivered, log back into Digital Cookie and mark those orders as delivered. There are two ways to indicate you have delivered your order. You want to check the Select All box to select all the orders on the page. They'll be marked Order Delivered. Or two, check the box in front of any order you have delivered and click Order Delivered. When they are marked delivered, they will move down to the third section on the completed orders. So once you have delivered an order, housekeeping tip, do not mark it delivered until you have physically delivered the cookies, because once you do mark it delivered, your customer will receive an email that their cookies have been delivered. So please do not mark it delivered until you physically have already given the customer their cookies. In the completed order section, Girl Scouts can see all orders, including shipped and donated orders. If the customer is not in digital cookie contact list, your Girl Scout can actually check the box in front of the customer's name and click Add to Customers tab. Then the customer will be in the records for sending thank you emails this year and marketing emails next year for repeat business. So before we hit my rewards, any questions?
We do. If you send an email to someone, will follow-up emails automatically go out throughout the cookie season, or is it just that one email?
So the Girl Scout herself will have to log into the customer list and hit send marketing email to send one of those three emails. So open for business, thank you for your support. And like there's still time to order. So I think that middle email is like there's still time to order, and the last email is thank you for support. So the Girl Scout and caregiver themselves have to log in to send that email. It will not do it automatically.
Okay. Um, if girls are delivering in person, do
Mhm.
they have to accept payment, or does payment process on the website?
So payment does process on the website, and we will definitely talk more of that in the training when we get to the customer's experience. So when your customer places a digital online order, it will then notify the parent that payment has already been accepted and processed by the time the parent gets the approved order. So once you do approve it, the Girl Scout is just dropping off the cookies for delivery. If there is a error with a payment, the caregiver will get notified that there was a payment error.
When does digital cookie app open for our council? I keep getting the message that Girl Scout season has not yet started in our area.
Yes. So the digital cookie app will not physically open until January 2nd when sales go live. So one crucial point is you have to log in on the desktop or laptop and set up your girl's site first before you can access the app. Once you set up her site and publish it starting January 2nd, the app will be open and you will be able to log into the app and maneuver it, send marketing emails, process approve orders, and manage her sales through the app. Set up a notification so that way when you do get orders, it just pops up like a text message from that app.
Great, thank you.
Perfect. So let's talk my rewards. So Girl Scouts can see their rewards as they earn them for selling cookie packages. They can get more details about each reward and select which ones they choose when they unlock a new reward level through sales. Girl Scouts can also see where their cookie goal is in relation to the rewards. Girl Scouts can see all the rewards they can earn by clicking on the down arrow on the right side. It may it's going to be locked until that girl earns that reward. Once she does earn it, there will be a green check mark that she will then be able to make her selection. The data for what rewards the Girl Scout has earned comes from the number of cookies the TPM, your Troop Product Manager, has in their records for the Girl Scout. So if you feel like your Girl Scout has sold more than what's accounted for, definitely check with your Troop Product Manager to make sure all the cookies are allocated to her properly. Girl Scouts selections do not feed directly to Smart Cookie Portal. So when your Girl Scout does make her reward selection, when it's towards the end of season and it's time to submit rewards, you want to make sure your True Product Manager has a copy of your Girl Scouts rewards so everything is accounted for. The True Cookie Volunteer will need to pull the report from Digital Cookie, but having Girl Scouts collect choices and sizes in the Digital Cookie cuts down on the True Product Manager reaching out to you. And I'm so sorry. We will be Shayla did put in a helpful tip sheet that can come in handy when it's time to select rewards, that your Girl Scout can go through each section and select her rewards. All right, let's talk about my cookies and the cookie inventory. So during initial order, Girl Scouts has the opportunity to go to the My Cookie page where parents and caregivers can enter the cookies their Girl Scout needs to fill from orders on her order card, in that little pre-sale section, and then also any in-person orders received not through Digital Cookie. This will need to be completed prior to the due date, so please be in touch with your troop product manager to ensure that they order enough cookies that your Girl Scout will need this season to fulfill all in-person orders, any cookies you'll need for cookie booths. If you're going to host a pop-up booth or do a walkabout in your neighborhood, you want to make sure that you have enough cookies to fulfill all this inventory. Once the initial order has been submitted to the Troop Product Manager, the order will then they will then enter the order in the portal to update your digital cookie to account for all the cookies your Girl Scout has been allocated to her. Digital Cookie can help make sure that you have enough cookies for your orders, track your progress on delivery and selling offline orders, and make sure that your records of cookies received agrees with what your Troop Cookie volunteer has given your Girl Scout. The top part of your My Cookies page shows the total number of packages that has been allocated to your Girl Scout from the Troop Product Manager. It can include booth sales and troop sales. It is not the name it is not going to be the same number of cookies that you are personally responsible for. So anything you sold at a booth will be allocated here. Anything that the troop has given to the Girl Scout from a booth or another way is going to be here. So not everything that your Girl Scout has physically took possession of. The inventory section will give you a quick view of how many cookies you should still have undelivered and how many cookies you will need to fill any in-person orders. The offline sales section is something that needs to be updated by the caregiver when the order is delivered and receives a cash payment. If you are not entered in this section, they will not be removed from the inventory. So as you do cash payments or do more cookie sales that has not online, you want to make sure your inventory reflects that. So that way, when your customer does an in-person girl delivered order, you have the correct inventory to account for all those orders. Once you click save, any updates you made, you'll be asked to confirm the updates and then it will reflect on your Girl Scouts digital cookie. So there are going to be three other sections that calculate your inventory. The first is the current inventory. Clicking the arrow next to the total number of packages will show you this information by variety. If you click the arrow next to any of the other varieties, you will see more detail on how that number was calculated. You have the receive number that will come from the True Product Manager of how many cookies your girl was allocated for and received and signed for. If you believe there is an error, please make sure you reach out to your Troop Product Manager to account for all the cookies you have physically accepted. Then you have the delivered section. This will reflect the offline sales your Girl Scout has entered above, any sales the Girl Scout made on the mobile app using Give Cookies to Customer Now, featuring any in-person delivery orders that have been delivered and marked delivered to the customer on the Orders tab. The next section will show how many cookies you need to fill in-person delivery orders that you have approved and in-person delivery orders that you have yet to approve. Expanding each variety will show you how many orders are approved and how many are needing to be approved with how much inventory you need for each of those categories. The final inventory section is inventory needed. This will show you if you need any additional cookie packages to fill your orders. Expanding this section is very vital because you want to make sure that you have enough inventory to fulfill it. So if you do need additional cookies, you want to make sure that's properly allocated. So you can reach out to your Troop Product Manager and let them know you do need additional varieties to fulfill all your Girl Scouts in-person orders. Do we have any questions?
We do. Will we be able to view everything from the app, or will some features only show on the website?
So with the app, the main things you could do is approve, decline orders. You can see your inventory, but we highly recommend doing it on the website because then you could actually drop down and see it a little bigger and it goes in more detail. The app is going to be cut off to only so much information.
Great, one more thing. Which of those fields does the caregiver have to enter, and which ones are automatically populated?
Yes, so I'll go back. So the current inventory is going to account for everything that you got allocated from your Troop Product Manager. Offline sales is what the caregiver has to allocate for because that's orders that you did accepting cash. They were not made in digital cookie. They were made via order card. They were made in person. but they did not go through the app. They either gave you cash to do it.
Great, thank you.
Okay. So there are three other sections that calculate your inventory. So we did talk about this. So let's talk about the financials. The financial section is a valuable tool to help you understand the amount due for the cookie sale and how the troop is calculating the amount. Using the at a glance view is a great way to see the overall amounts paid and due. If you need more detail, you can expand any of the sections to find out more. But there are going to be 4 different sections in the financial tab. So the first section is the initial orders, and this is by order card. So the cookie order card, this will account for all those cookies that you have physically did on the order card and you gave your Troop product manager to order. If you expand this section with the arrow, you will find information on the initial packages you received at pickup, minus any packages you received for in-person delivery orders, because those were prepaid for and you do not have to owe for those. Those are prepaid through the digital cookie. You will also see any council or troop cookie care to share. So that's our cookie share or care to share. And those packages will show on here as well. You do not have to account for those. That is what boxes are donated to the Girl Scout. So if a customer places an order and does donate it, is in our care to share program. Cookie and specialty packages may apply if your council has 2 different. So specialty is going to be our gluten-free caramel chocolate chip, because that is a $7 per package. And then our cookie packages are other cookies that we sell at $6 per package. So the additional cookies received. This category is the same as the initial cookies, but reflect packages transferred to you from the troop. So if you ask for additional cookies, you need a certain variety, any cookie that is transferred to your Girl Scout from the troop product manager will show up in the additional cookies received tab. For any questions about this or to figure if the figure does not reflect it, please be in contact with your troop product manager. The payment section. The online pay, this reflects any online payments you received for in-person delivery or cookies in hand order. Offline pay, so any online is anything placed through digital cookie. Offline is any payments not placed through digital cookie. So if you gave your Troop product manager cash, that will be in the offline page section. This amounts any payments for cookies received offline, generally cash, that's given to your volunteer. If this does not match, again, please be in contact with your Troop product manager. And then the total balance due. This is basically going to be a breakdown of how much money is owed based on the cookies you receive, minus how many payments, and then the total what's remaining from the balance of the amount of cookies you have received. Before I talk about delivery settings, any questions? All right. So on digital cookie, you can turn off girl delivered for certain varieties. So if you know we're getting towards the end of season and you know you are running out of Tostier, they are selling off like crazy and you cannot fulfill them, and your True product manager does not have any additional to give you, you can turn off girl delivered for that variety. Now, when a customer does go online, the variety is still available, but it'll be shipped only. It will not offer a girl delivered. So if they do select Tostier, they could just hit, it'll go for shipping only and ship from the baker to your Girl Scout, so she still receives credit. All right, let's talk about Cheers. Cheers is back. So Girl Scouts can get even more excited about their digital cookie experience when they give a cheer to another Girl Scout in their troop or receive one from a troop member, troop volunteer, or even a customer. In the Cheers module, Girl Scouts can see the other members of their troop and the percentage of sales towards them reaching their goal. They could select pick a cheer to send, drop down next to the name of the Girl Scout they wish to send a cheer to. Girl Scouts can see a choice of different gift images and short messages they could send. As they select the message, an image will show a preview of the cheer, and they can select send this cheer. When Girl Scouts have cheers that have been sent to them, they can see how many cheers on their dashboard page, and from there they can click view their cheers. If the cheer is from another Girl Scout in their troop, they can cheer back, which will take them to this screen to send another cheer. If they do not see cheer back, the cheer is from a troop volunteer or customer, and they can't send a cheer back to troop volunteers or customers. So before we dive into mobile app, any questions? All right, so let's talk about the mobile app. So Girl Scouts can use the Digital Cookie mobile app to process and review orders placed through the Girl Scouts individual site. We highly recommend you make sure you download the most up-to-date version of the Digital Cookie app every year because as they do updates to the system, they're going to do updates to the app. So to make sure you have the most accurate app, you want to update that app or download a new app. To log into the mobile app, you will use the same email and password you use to log into the desktop site. The Girl Scout cookie site must be published prior to accessing the mobile app. When you first log into Digital Cookie, you might see multiple roles. This section will cover of the training will cover your Girl Scouts role. Select the role to be taken to her home screen. From here, you can place a new cookie order, share the site with customers, or view all orders. The Visit My Site button will take the Girl Scout to her QR code. The Girl Scout can then turn the phone around to allow customers to scan the QR code to make a purchase from their Troops cookie site. The Email My Site button is used to send a marketing email to customers who can then purchase from the Troops cookie site at a later time. To take an order using the mobile app, Girl Scouts will click the New Cookie Order button. N- Note, to place a cookie order using the mobile app, the Girl Scouts will select New Cookie Order and then enter the varieties the customer would like to purchase by using the plus and minus sign next to each cookie variety and click Checkout. So, the Girl Scout will then select how the customer would like to get their cookies, whether give customer now, deliver in person later, or ship cookies. We will cover the give cookies to customer now later in the training when we talk about cookie booths. If the Girl Scout does not have the cookie varieties the customer would like or is taking pre-orders, she can select deliver in person later, or if the customer would like to order cookies to ship it to someone, she could select that option as well. It is recommended to use the QR code or email my site feature on the last screen for these orders since it will require additional steps through the mobile app. If the Girl Scout selected deliver in person later, she would need to ask the customer if their order is not approved within 5 days, how would they like to donate their order? So, when we talked about approving, this gives the customer the option that if it's not approved in 5 days, they can either donate their cookies and it goes to her cookie share or cancel the order and it will refund the customer. The Girl Scout will need to enter the customer's delivery and shipping detail all before entering the customer's payment information that will be shown later. Once an order has been placed, the Girl Scout can view all orders placed through the app and the digital cookie site under the All Orders section on the home screen. To view to view the orders in a specific category, you want to click on the green arrow to the right and bring up all orders. Then click on the order you want to view. If the order is an in-person delivery order, users can approve or decline the order from the app. If the Girl Scout has selected deliver in person later as shown, she will then need to work with her caregiver to approve or decline the order. And before we talk about the app and the cookie booth, any questions? All right, so let's talk about using the mobile app at our cookie booths. So to take an order using the mobile app at a cookie booth, you will want to use the Troop role. You can do this by selecting the Troop role when you first log in, and if you're already logged in under the Girl Scouts account, you could simply select Switch Profile. To place an order, Girl Scouts will click the New Cookie Order button. First, Girl Scouts will enter the varieties the customer would like to purchase using the plus and minus sign next to each cookie variety, and then select Checkout. Next, the Girl Scout will give cookies to customer now. Select Give Cookies to Customer Now since she is at the cookie booth. Once the Give Cookies to Customer Now option is select, the Girl Scout can now choose if she is at the booth or not. So if you are at a certain booth, let's say a Walmart, your Girl Scout could then select which location she is at so that the Troop Product Manager can see it and make sure that is allocated for her booth sales. When when the at a booth is selected, the Girl Scout will be able to select which booth she's at and then select continue. Next, the Girl Scout will ask the customer how they would like to pay for the order. The customer can choose credit card, PayPal, or Venmo. The PayPal and Venmo options are only available through the mobile app when the Give Cookies to Customer Now option is selected. If the customer does choose PayPal or Venmo and the Girl Scout has selected that option, and click place order, a QR code will appear. The Girl Scout can then turn the phone around and the customer can scan the QR code with their phone to pay with their PayPal and Venmo account. So with this, you do not have to create a separate PayPal or Venmo account for this option. It's strictly on that digital cookie app. It will just have the customer scan it to pay using their Venmo and PayPal, and it will just populate as a normal credit card order for the Girl Scout in her orders. If the customer chooses to pay by credit card, the Girl Scout will then scroll down on the phone to enter the payment details. Use the scan card feature instead of typing all the numbers. You want to make sure you have good lighting when using this feature. Once the payment details have been entered, a Girl Scout can ask the customer if they would like to receive an email confirmation. While the customer details are optional, now it is always good to ask and have handy just in case they have any issues with their order. Once the order is successfully placed, a screen will pop up on the Girl Scouts phone to remind them to hand the cookies to the customer and then select done with a reminder to say thank you to the customer. Before we get into the customer experience, do we have any questions?
We do. We do. We have several. Will each girl have their own code? I have two daughters in the same troop.
Yes, and I'm guessing you mean the QR code. So yes, when you go on the mobile app and you hit switch profiles, you'll see both your Girl Scouts and then the troop they're a part of. So you could click which one. We highly recommend using the troop at a cookie booth. But if you are saying doing a walkabout, you want to give the customers now, you could click your daughter when you hit switch profile.
Okay, and then do all caregivers have access to the troop site or is it just the TPM? So if it's the TPM, how do they use it at a booth? How do caregivers use the troop link at a booth?
So all caregivers that have access to digital cookie will see the troop link. When you log into your Girl Scouts digital cookie mobile app, it will show her name and then it will show the troop number she's a part of. To use the troop link, just click troop 123 and that's when the troop link will pop up. When you use the troop link, the troop product manager on her end in Smart Cookies will then make sure she uses her smart booth divider to give those cookies to your Girl Scout and allocate those to her so she gets credit for those.
Great. Are the PayPal and Venmo options available when not selling at a booth?
So you have to hit give cookies to customer now for that option to be available. Now it is available on the desktop site. So if you do email my site and the customer goes on your Girl Scouts digital cookie site, Venmo and PayPal is available like it was last season on the desktop site. But to do it on the mobile app, you have to hit give cookies to customer now for it to populate.
Okay, great. And then if we're doing pre-orders and a customer really wants to pay now for whatever reason, can we use the digital cookie app?
You sure can. So in that pre-order, that's when it says like deliver in person later. Your Girl Scout will click that, enter their customer details, name, phone number, and address of where you're delivering the cookies. And then for the caregiver, it's going to tell you to approve or decline the order. And then once you get the cookies, you'll just approve it and deliver it to the customer.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. So let's talk about what the customer sees. So customers will either receive a link to a Girl Scout site from a mutual connection or receive a Girl Scouts email announcing the cookie season is open. Customers will click Order Cookies link in the email and be taken to the Girl Scouts digital cookie site. When a customer lands on the Girl Scouts cookie site, they can see cookie varieties, read the Girl Scouts cookie story, see their progress bar to see how far they are from their goal. As customer order packages, the total amount will update. After selecting the cookies, customers will select the delivery method. Once customers are satisfied with their order, they will simply click Checkout. The next screen shows order preferences, connect with a Girl Scout, and payment details, and asks customers to choose a second option if delivery is not approved, whether they want to donate it or have it refunded, indicate if they want a membership or to join Girl Scouts, share if they were a Girl Scout, and then complete credit card information. The share if they were a Girl Scout or connect with Girl Scouts is optional, so the customer does not have to select it if they do not want to. Once customers have completed all the information and click continue to each step, they will click place order button. Customers then see an order confirmation screen that includes the option for placing a new order in case they want to send some to a friend. Customers will then receive a series of emails depending on the order delivery method. So we do have a friendly tip sheet on our website that you will see that once the order is placed, they'll get a confirmation email. Once it's shipped, they'll get a tracking number and then they'll get an email notifying that it's delivered. There are a lot of people who do not know a Girl Scout and want cookies that are willing to pay for shipping to get the delicious cookies and support Girl Scouts. Customers can decide if they want to purchase, ship, or donate a box or two. And these are our different shipping tiers. So from 4 to 8 packages is going to be $12.99, and then 9 to 12 packages is going to be $14.99. So before we get to our registration and self-help steps, any questions? So if you did not receive the digital cookie registration email like we talked about before, there is a helpful tip sheet that you could access that shows you how to log in, but there's also a different way to log in from the website. You can click Need Help to Log In link on the digital cookie homepage. The Help with Login page will appear. From here, you can request a registration email, check the email address that's on file for you to make sure it's accurate and up to date, reset your password, or contact customer support. We also have a Digital Cookie Help Center. So there are many places in Digital Cookie to receive support. We have frequently asked questions, tip sheets, videos, and links to contact customer support. To click Need Help Log In if you didn't receive the registration email and you want to make sure your email is accurate, or if you forgot password, you want to click Help at the bottom of the page to go to the Help Center for frequently asked questions, tip sheets, and more. And then there's also another help section built into the site that we're about to discuss. So this is the help center. The digital cookie help page, you can select the role that you need support on and select the category. Inside each category, there are detailed instructions, links to tip sheets, and video tutorials to help you. If you still need help, you could definitely click on the contact customer support link or reach out to our customer care line and then click the topic you need help with and complete the form for more assistance. If you want to talk to a live agent, that is available with our live chat button during business hours to chat with a digital cookie customer support agent. We thank you for attending this digital cookie deep dive with us, Caregiver Edition. We will stay on if you have any additional questions, but we just thank you for taking your time today, this evening, joining us, learning more about digital cookie. This training is being recorded and will be uploaded on our website within 48 hours. So if you do need to view it back, you have some additional questions, feel free to reach out to us.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Are there any states that they are unable to ship to?
So they can digital cookies could ship to all United States and Air Force military bases. So FPOs and APO. So
Okay.
all 50 states, FPOs, APOs.
All right, great. And then Michelle asked for you to go back. She would like to photo a slide, so I saved it for the last here, but I'm not sure which slide it is. So I'm going to ask Michelle to unmute if she can. Maybe raise your hand if you can't unmute yourself, and let us know what slide it is. And then while we're waiting for Michelle to pop up, in the help section or anywhere on the website, are there other languages available? Spanish, for example.
Yes, I believe in the Digital Cookie Help Center, there is a Spanish option. And then, yes, we do recommend joining our Cookies for Caregivers Rally Hood. That you will stay in the know of all upcoming details, deadlines. We have great clip art for cookie season. We have Maylin clip art. We have different resources and tools you can use at a booth, like the allergen guide, the price sheet, a cute little lanyard print that you could print out that has the cookies and prices on the front with a times table on the back. That's all in our Cookies for Caregivers Rally Hood. So we highly, highly, highly recommend you join that.
Okay, I'm not sure, maybe Michelle's no longer on here, but Michelle, if you are, you're going to be able to, the deck as well as the recording to this training and the deck will be available on our rally Cookies for Caregiver rally. We will also put it in the TPM rally as well. So you'll be able to go flip through that slide that you were interested in seeing. And I think I have one more question here. Can you explain again why you recommend girls use the Troop instead of the girls' digital cookie at a booth? And can you confirm if they do that and a Troop has multiple booths happening simultaneously, the girls will be able to choose which booth they are at?
Yes. So when the troop product manager secures a booth or reserves a booth for the troop, it is logged in under her troop. We highly recommend you use the troop link because there are multiple girls at that booth aside from your Girl Scout. So it could be 3 to 4 girls from the troop. So to make sure that it is, instead of pulling up every Girl Scouts link, use the troop link. And then the troop leader could then pull a report to see how many cookies were sold at that booth and divide it fairly between all the girls. When you pull up Give Cookies to Customer Now and there's a booth section, you click booth and all the booths that the troop has secured, reserved for that date and time will populate. So if your troop has 2 Walmarts and a Publix and you know you're at Publix, just click Publix and then it will prompt you to the next page. The troop product manager on her end will have a report to see Publix booth sold 100 cookies, and she knows which girls was at that Publix booth to do a smart cookie divide to give all the girls credit for those cookies sold at that booth.
All right, great. That's the last of the questions, but Michelle did raise her hand, so I'm going to unmute her and if you'll flip back to the slide for her,
Yeah, of
she
course.
can take a picture of one of them. Michelle,
Hi,
you
thank
can be
you.
unmuted.
It was when you one of the first slides for the booths for with using the digital cookie app with the booth.
Yeah, of course. Go back. Tell me when to stop.
That one.
Oh, this one.
Yep.
Perfect. And
Thank
we do,
you.
you're welcome. And we do have a tip sheet using the mobile app at Boost available as well on our website that will give you the same images and the play-by-play. If any of your other caregivers need it,
And you said that's available on the Gateway Council website?
yes,
Awesome. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Danny, one more question. Will volunteers be able to run a report at the end of their shift to see how much in sales there were in credit card payments?
At the cookie booth?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So when you go in Digital Cookie, and we do break this down a little more for Troop Product Managers in the Troop Product Manager deep dive. But when you go in Digital Cookie, there is a reports tab and you can see all sales. And when you pull that report, it will tell you if it's done at a booth and what booth it is.
All right, great. I think we're all finished tonight.
All right. And like I said, thank you again for joining us. We really do appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to join us this evening. Highly recommend visiting our Rally Hood Cookies for Caregivers. We will keep you up to date everything cookie season, tips, tricks, resources, clip art, anything you need. We are happy to provide it for you. We have an allergen guide. We have cookie descriptions. So if there's anything you need, or if there's anything you would like to see that we don't have, feel free to reach out to customer care. We could definitely see if we can get that for you.
Great night, everyone.
Have a good one.